Christmas is the time to be jolly and merry. It is the time of year when a lot of gifts are exchanged. Everyone is cheery, and there are a lot of good tidings. However, this is not the case for everyone. There are some really spooky things that happen during the Christmas season. After all, paranormals don't really take a break. Today, we will look at 7 spooky Christmas videos. Be careful that they don't ruin Christmas for you. What was that? Let's face it, nobody likes spiders. Well, unless you are a creepy guy who keeps spiders as pets. But even with that, most people don't like spiders. The good news is that they can't really start walking around in the snow during the winter. Because of this, they go into hibernation and will only come out once the winter ends. However, at least one scary video taken in Russia proves otherwise. In 2018, there was a video that was recorded in Russia that was creepy. In the video, it seems as though this is a gigantic Christmas spider, but it is not really a spider. First off, it has 4 legs, so whatever this is not really a spider. Another thing is that it was wearing a Christmas hat, and it even seemed to carry a sack of gifts. You know, like the ones Santa uses to distribute gifts. This video has been analyzed a lot of times, but the source remains unknown. A lot of people believe that this could be special effects or even an animatronic creature, but if you were just looking at it for the first time, this seems quite real. Monster in the winter. One December morning, as a journalist was reporting on the snow in Springfield, Massachusetts, something out of the ordinary happened. She was talking about the extreme weather and heavy snowfall, but something occurred behind her that left all viewers scared. You can clearly see some kind of creature walking slowly toward her. Many viewers and others who saw this video believed it was a Sasquatch of some sorts, but others thought otherwise. Other people said it was just someone in a costume trying to scare people. Others thought it was just CGI, but it seems a little too realistic to be any of that. It even left marks on the snow as it walked around. After all, if this were a real monster, the U.S. Army would have already dropped down and dealt with it. But either way, whatever it was, it definitely gave the viewers a proper scare as they were catching up on their morning report of the weather with a cup of coffee in their hands. But if this was real, I think the reporter would have gotten out of there. The Albino Bigfoot. Christmas miracles are among the most wonderful things to come. But the thing is, they don't always have to be jolly. Everyone has heard of the story of Bigfoot, but there is one in particular that is quite interesting. The Pennsylvanian white Bigfoot, also known as the Albino Bigfoot, has been seen in and around Pennsylvania, USA since the 1970s. The first sighting was on September 27, 1973, by 2 girls. However, the first video of the Pennsylvanian white Bigfoot surfaced in 2008. There were 2 young guys who were in the forest hunting for this creature. They thought that it was all a myth, and they didn't expect what they would actually find. While hunting through the forest, they heard noises coming from the bushes at night. They were only armed with a flashlight and a camcorder, but that did not stop them from venturing further into the forest. Eventually, as they scanned through the forest with a flashlight, they caught a glimpse of this creature on camera. This was recorded sometime in December, leading many people to call it a real-life snowman. Some were not really sure whether it was the Pennsylvanian white Bigfoot or not. However, this does not really seem like special effects or even someone in a mask. Instead, it really looks like they stumbled upon the real Albino Bigfoot. The dark eyes are really convincing that it is a real monster. Of course, the guys were creeped out and ran out of the forest as soon as they saw this. But could this really be the Albino Bigfoot that they saw? Snowman comes to life. Can snowman really come to life? Well, this living snowman could say different. There was once a man who captured something out of the ordinary. This scary image was taken in Canada when a man was walking around Alberta, Canada. One day, he saw a pretty creepy snowman, and he even thought he saw it moving. However, he just assumed that it was his eyes playing tricks, so he just took a photo. But as he took the photo, it seemed to move slightly. Terrified, the man just ran away. Hours later, he returned to the same spot with a friend to show him what he saw. However, when he got there, the snowman was not there. It was as though it just disappeared without a trace. But could it really be that it came to life? Or was it that someone really moved it? Well, I guess we'll never find out. Santa's Little Helper. This scary video was taken in Mexico during a certain Christmas period. It was Christmas Eve, and this mother was just having some fun with her baby. She was taking a video of the baby, but I want you to pay close attention to the doorway behind the baby. At one point in the video, you can see what looks like an elf running out of the doorway and across the room. This was behind the baby, and it definitely left the mother shocked. It went by so fast that the mother did not really get time to see what it was. At first, she thought it was a rat or a mouse and tried to follow it on the camera. However, the little elf seemed to have disappeared into thin air. When you slow the recording down and even enhance it, you can see that this is not a rat or a mouse. It is, in fact, an elf on 2 feet. Not only that, but the mother's reaction seems a bit too real for this to be some kind of special effect. Even the shadow that this creature casts is pretty realistic as well. But could this be one of Santa's little helpers? And even if it is, they are not as cute as you would expect. Santa's coming to town. When we were all kids, we would always be told about Santa, and sometimes set up cameras in the hope that we would see him. We would even set up cookies and milk for him and stay up all night. However, it seems that this family in Spain actually managed to catch Santa in action. This family set up a surveillance camera outside their house a few months before Christmas, but of course, this was for security purposes. On Christmas Eve of 2014, the homeowner received a notification on their phone. It was from their camera, and it said someone was outside their house. But when they looked back at the footage, they realized this was not just anybody. It seemed like Santa was coming to town. Santa's sleigh seemed to have stopped outside their door as he was delivering gifts. Shortly after, the sleigh can be seen flying away as the reindeer guided. Most people would claim that this video was fake, but I don't see how you can fake that at all. Even though it was recorded in poor quality, given that it was at night, it still seems that this family caught Santa in action. Do you really think it was Santa? Santa's sleigh. One day, this guy named Steven was doing some Christmas shopping at Walmart when something weird happened. In Texas, around Christmas 2020, as he was leaving the store, he saw a large storm in the sky. He then decided to record a video of the storm so that he could send it to his family, but that was when something weird happened. His camera caught a gigantic flashing light in the sky. It moved so fast that he did not even get to see what it was. He just thought it was normal lighting. But this changed when he reviewed the video in slow motion. He saw what seemed like a sleigh dashing through the sky. Could Steven have caught Santa's sleigh moving through the sky?